Well, a very good morning, Dartfish friends. It is the last morning of the 2024 WRC season. And goodness me, we have plenty to look forward to. 70 kilometres to decide 3 championship. Who is going to be our 2024 Drivers' Champion, our Manufacturers' Champion, our WRC2 Champion? Really fantastic final day of the year. As I say, 70 kilometres, 5 stages. We're back down towards Okazaki this morning. We head back towards Toyota City for the stadium stage. That'll be the penultimate stage, then a proper power stage to finish the year and to finish the event off. It has been, again, a great return to Japan. Who's that? Takamoto Katsuta heading towards the stage. We'll catch up with those drivers in a bit, but we'll see if we can get a quick word with Andreas, just changing his tyres around. Andreas, very good morning. It's good to see you back. A bit disappointing, I suppose, not to be out yesterday afternoon.
So I'm in a hurry.
You're in a hurry. It really is in a hurry. Yeah, it was disappointing, I'm sure, for everyone that Andreas wasn't out. Not ideal, but we saw this in CER. A Sunday strategy for Mikkelsen. Went with a different tyre choice in CER, and that was all about power stage points for Andreas Mikkelsen. He really is in a hurry. Look, what time have they got? They've got a minute or two until... Well, they've got 2 or 3 minutes yet. 3.5 k's to the start of the stage. Yeah, when you give yourself a little bit of extra work to do. Some drivers do that, some don't. They swap the tyres around, back to front. Best of luck, boys. Good to see you back out. What can Mikkelsen do today? Well, he's on a full charge, isn't he? Quick word with Martin. Martin, one of the biggest days of your career, the biggest day of your career ahead. You must be feeling excited.
Yeah, but for now it's just a normal Sunday as normal.
I love that. I love you can stay as calm as that. I really do. It is a normal Sunday. How else, I suppose, can you look at it? You've got to take it as a normal Sunday. Still a job to do. And it really is. As they all know, rallying, it's a mechanical sport, as David Evans keeps reminding us. Anything can happen, and we saw that on Friday with the car. It's a sport that requires absolute precision for every corner, for every straight, for every start and finish. You know, there is jeopardy, there's the potential for things to go wrong, and these guys are quite remarkable, David, in their abilities, just to focus on the job in hand.
That's why they get the big bucks, Colin.
This is why they get the big bucks, David. That's a very, very astute observation once again from you. Exactly the input I needed, thanks.
You know, what do you expect? They've got to literally treat it. We tried it, didn't we, last night with Thierry? How are you going to sleep tonight? Fine. It's Saturday night in a WRC round.
Yeah, I know, but us mere mortals, you know, when, you know, it's like remember at school, what was the morning at school that you were always most excited about and you would never, ever sleep the night before?
PE.
No, the school trip, the end of year school trip, and we would either go to Edinburgh Zoo, or we might go to the Royal Show at Islington, or we might go to Glamis Castle, and you would never sleep the night before.
PE.
Whatever, you'd never guess, would you? You'd never guess. But, you know, these guys have the ability to put that out of their minds. Thierry Neuville.
Thierry doing quite a lot of warming up this morning.
Doing a lot of warming up. We'll catch him once he has had a good warm up. But Mikkelsen was, you know, Andreas isn't like that. He seemed, you can understand that he's a little bit stressed. That's a wonderful helmet, isn't it? Designed clearly with the Japanese style. Here we go. Here he is. Thierry Neuville warming up. Be nice and warmed up now, I'm sure of that. Let's go and see if we can grab a word. Morning, Gordo. Yeah, 70 kilometres, 5 stages. He's done a great job. It was a great job he did yesterday, Thierry. It's just a continuation of that, but maybe with a little less pressure this morning in terms of pushing.
Yeah.
More pressure in terms of the ultimate result, though.
No, I mean, we're going to find out after the first stage what is the classification. We'll do a nice stage, first stage, now our rhythm, as we feel comfortable, and then we can see whatever we need to react, or we can continue following our feeling. But already quite a shock this morning. The hybrid wasn't working, and we somehow got it going. So. Yeah.
That's a worry. So you come out of service and was it as you came out that it wasn't working?
Park Fermi, yeah. So they couldn't reset it, but finally we put it on the charger and it started working. So.
Did someone forget to plug it in overnight?
No. No.
You're going to miss that next
You are going to miss that. It's not what you need, though. The point is, you don't need any distractions this morning, do you? And that's a distraction.
I didn't need any distraction all weekend, but
No. But I suppose we've got Andreas back out this morning. He's the one that can be the man taking the risks.
yeah, definitely. And we know what we have to do, and we're going to count every point.
Yeah, listen, just very quickly, the very best of luck. And we just want to thank you for being such a gentleman in the mornings and always talking to us. Not everyone does, you do, even in these circumstances. It's been a wonderful year, best of luck.
Thank you.
There we go. Come on, Terry Neuville. It is exciting, isn't it? He deserves it. We've discussed this in the car this morning.
It's almost emotional, isn't it? How he just stands and talks. He is one of the and not for everybody, nicest guy, but for us, just a legend.
We've run down the roads and we've caught up with these guys. The M Sport Puma, Alex Correa and Adrian Fourmaux. Final day, Adrian, of the season. And you know what? It's always great to have a battle. It's going to be an interesting day.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's 8 seconds with Seb and 6 with Tänak, so yeah, it's gonna be a good fight also today.
What a way it would be to finish the season. You've had the most remarkable season. To finish with a podium, to finish in a fight with an 8 times world champion, sets you up nicely for next year.
Well, I'm really happy with the season. That's true, and I feel more and more comfortable with the Rally 1. So that's really positive.
So is it all or nothing this morning? Are you able to take the risks out there to push? Have you been given the green light for that podium?
Yeah, I've got the green light, so I'm gonna try. But Seb was really quick on this rally, etc. But not only this one, but it was quick yesterday, so it's gonna be difficult.
We wish you all the very best, and we'd just like to say a very big thank you for all of your time this year. I know you don't have to talk to us at the start of the days, you always do, and you're a superstar for that, and we thank you.
You're welcome.
Good man, there we are. Last day, potentially in a Puma. Well, it's not, because as he said to us last night, he's off to the Monza rally in the Puma at the end of the year. Whatever happens, it's going to be great watching. It's been a fantastic year for Fourmaux. Okie dokie, we've come a bit further down the road. This car has been lurking all weekend, and we've had 1 or 2 comments. It is a very special Nissan Skyline. It really is. The guy's got his camping gear in the back of it. Worth a mention, that is for sure. A GTR Lab. There we are, Skyline GTR, very special car indeed, we're told. But there are better, more special cars over here. Sebastian Ogier and Elvin Evans. Yeah, job to do, real job to do. So here is the ideal situation today for Toyota. They want a 1-2 in the Sunday points. That is 7 points and 6 points. They want a 1-2-3 in the power stage. Yes, the third car doesn't score, but it takes points off potentially Hyundai. If they achieve that, the difference is 10 points. That is not enough. That is not enough. They will rely on Hyundai not scoring the maximum second place points. So it's out of Toyota's hands, completely out of Toyota's hands. There we go. Tänak, our rally leader, heading up the roads. But the objective for Toyota this morning, a 1-2 in the Sunday points, a 1-2-3 in the power stage. That is very possible. Here we go, taking the blanks off. Not the blanks, that's the tape. What is that covering? That's the air intake for the hybrid. So why do they cover it over? Well, it just stops the dust on the road section going in, and it doesn't really matter about the airflow, but the potential dust going in to those air intakes. Now, Elvin Evans, Scott Martin, big job to do, big job. We saw how quick, remarkably quick Elvin was yesterday morning. He needs that through all 5 stages today. He is entirely capable of doing that. These are magnificent, these baseball tops that just about everyone is wearing. They've sold probably tens of thousands of them this weekend. Everywhere you go, the baseball tops. That was good of Elvin, just to sign it. A little touchy, I'm sure Scott won't mind me saying, the loveliest of lovely men. That's Scotty's dad, sadly passed away just a couple of weeks ago, and that's a beautiful little touch from Scotty. Now, big job, as I say, for Elvin, for Seb, for Takasan. It's kind of, forget about what happened Saturday, Sunday. You've got to push today. You've got to push. There's no one taking it easy. There's no, if you like, rear gunner. There's no safety net. It is all about beating everyone. We're just waiting for the drivers to come back. They're just warming themselves up. Scott, huge day ahead of you. It is just basically all or nothing for all 3 Toyota drivers today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nothing to lose and everything to win. So
Was that the team discussion? Was that the talk? No strategy, just go for it.
Yeah, basically. Basically, we have to be at the finish, obviously. So, as we know. So yeah, but try and enjoy it. It's the last day of the season. Yeah, and like you say, it's never over till it's over.
Last day of the hybrids as well, Scotty. Best of luck out there, and thanks for always giving us a minute or two on the morning interviews. I know sometimes I don't feel like talking to anyone in the morning. You always do. That's very kind of you.
Do you even have days like that?
Every morning, Scotty, every morning. Until the coffee kicks in. There we go. So, yeah, they do have to be at the finish, but there's no point in the Toyotas being at the finish in 3rd and 4th place. Because they don't win anything. But even if, as I've said, they finish the day 1 and 2 on Sunday points, 1, 2 and 3 on power stage points, that will not be enough. They will lose the manufacturers by 1 point if that scenario does eventuate. So here we go. Our rally leader, Tänak, Martin Järveoja. They have been magnificent the last 2 rallies. They've done everything the team have asked them to do. Probably not going to be quite enough to claim the driver's title, but that's the way seasons go. That mid-season blip, that deer in Poland. Dearie me, dearie me, the deer was, perhaps the defining moment of the season. Had it not been for that, we'd have had a remarkable final day ahead of us. But Tänak is finishing the year very much on a high, watching what's going on in the stage. Remember yesterday morning it was a little bit damp. It was very cold. It's chilly this morning, 3-4 degrees. It was a little damp out there yesterday. They all went out on soft compound tyres. Let me see whether or not we can find a little bit of tyre information for you. Give me a second for that. Here we go. Okay, hards. Everyone's gone with hards this morning. So yesterday morning it was damp, it was cool. They went on softs. This morning it's drier, it's still cool, but they've gone with the hard compound tyre. So hopefully no damp patches. Good morning, Martin. You boys have been remarkable the last 2 rallies. You must be really, really pleased with the performance and the form that you've found at the end of the year.
Exactly. 1 day to go.
1 day to go, 1 day to, but it's the kind of form that gives a lot of hope for next year. This year's been a great championship, but next year, a continuation of this, and we are up for an absolute cracker from Tänak. Let's just see whether just one word, maybe 2, from this morning, getting in the car. We know there have been some last day dramas in the championship in the past, but your job this morning to continue this form, very much to continue and to bring the car home for the manufacturers, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
And it looks dry out there this morning. The conditions are looking as you would like them.
Yeah, they are quite dry. Quite dry.
You have been magnificent these last 2 rallies. Best of luck today.
Thank you.
There we go. Tänak. We've talked, haven't we? We've talked to some drivers who are quite chatty in the mornings. Oit is oit, and that's how he does it, and we respect that entirely. What we do enjoy is clearly watching the performance in the stages, and it has been the last 2 events on tarmac quite remarkable, quite remarkable. So, as I say, he's got a job to do. He's had a job to do all weekend. The problems for Neuville on Friday offered a glimmer of hope. Estonia got excited. And you don't have to look back too far. Who can ever forget Margam Park, Tommy Mäkinen and Carlos Sainz? That wasn't just the final day. That wasn't just the final stage. It was the final corner of the championship where it all went wrong. So it's never over until it's over. But you can understand the conflict. Clearly a world champion wants to be world champion again, could be world champion again today, but also very much now a team player. He wants the team to do well. It's a difficult one. It really is. But, well, as I say, 5 stages, 70 kilometres. We wish them all the best. Let's see who else we might find on our final good morning walkabout. There he is, young Pyre. There she is, young Ennie. It's going to be a heck of a day. WRC2 champion, potentially. 5 more stages to go. He's been great this year, hasn't he? Had a scare on the first morning with that puncture, but he's been brilliant since then. Do you know what? For such a young man, I've got to say, your ability to deal with the pressure.
Helmet, I can't
You
hear you.
can never hear me. He's such a cheeky chap as well. But you're dealing with the pressure. It's such an important part of being a rally driver, and you do it brilliantly.
Thank you.
Is it something that you're aware of? Is it something that you have to think about, or is it just your natural way?
I don't know. I think that's part of being some athlete. So, but yeah, it's still quite many corners to do, I guess, today.
Feeling good though? Feeling confident?
Yeah, better than ever.
Fantastic. That's what we love to hear. Good luck, young Sammy Pyrie. He is. Do you know what I like about Sammy? He's a character. I love it about Annie as well. Annie, best of luck out there today. What a huge day ahead for you.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Best of luck. Do you know what we had? We had Rita as WRC2 champion a few years ago next to Emil Lindholm. Potential again for one of our women co-drivers to take the WRC2 title. Here we go. Heikki Kovalainen, maybe, probably in fact, his best run in the World Rally Championship. Heikki, you continue to impress us. We shouldn't be surprised though, should we? You know, class is class is class, and you've got bundles of it.
Yeah, you said it. Well, nothing further to comment.
But you do seem to be really enjoying it, and I hate to keep going back to it, but you know, I've had medical issues in the past, and when you come out the other side, and when you survive, and when you know you've got a life, it gives you a different perspective, and I kind of think that's translating a little bit into your driving.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm 100% less stressed than I was before about a poor stage time or some issues. Still bothers a little bit, so I guess that's a sign that there's still a bit of passion and fire there. But yeah, absolutely. I'm just glad to be here, and when something like that comes along and you go through that whole process, it sort of gives you a bit of perspective, and it's 100% true.
You're enjoying your driving. Well done indeed, Heikki Kovalainen. Think pink. The pink ribbon. Not quite sure what that is. What does that refer to, Heikki?
I'm not sure. Think pink. Breast cancer thing, maybe?
Could be. Could well be. Could well be indeed. Very worthy cause that would be. Folks, there we are. That is our final morning walkabout. We enjoy it. It's always a challenge. There's that car again. I said it was stalking us. Is this your car, sir?
Yes. My GTR.
It's a fantastic car. Tell me a little bit about it if you can. What year is it? It's a very special car.
Yes. S&S special. Sakura Shinchiro special.
Yeah.
That's one.
Fantastic. How long have you owned it for?
I rent this car 2 years.
Okay, 2 years. And it is a beautiful machine, my friend. On our YouTube videos, lots of comments about your car.
Chihanako channel, YouTube. Listen.
On YouTube, there we are. Have a look on that on YouTube. That's his channel on YouTube. Have a little look at that. There we are. Folks, as I say, we have absolutely loved, I tell you what, I love doing these morning walkabouts. We get different reactions from different drivers, but we respect every reaction that we get. We love when the likes of Heikki, and particularly with Thierry Neuville, and I guess Adrian Fourmaux, and you get Tänak, and it's a challenge, and it's fun, but we respect the fact that Oit doesn't perhaps open up quite so much in the mornings. It has been a total joy talking to our drivers. It's always a total privilege to talk to our drivers. I hope you continue to enjoy our little morning walkabouts, chats, our daily setups ahead of each day of the World Rally Championship. Thanks for all your wonderful comments on these walkabouts during the year. We will see you in Monte Carlo for day one in 6 or 7 weeks' time.